Hey, I'm Ken Carlson with Country Guitar Chops, and on this lesson today, I'm going to show you how I play Merle Haggard's A Working Man Blues. And this is going to be close to the James Burton recording, who played the guitar on the part, but close, but not exactly, because I don't have a capo on the 5th fret, which I want to give mention to another guitar player, Dario Cortez, I believe is how you pronounce his name. You may have seen his video, and he nails it to a T as played by James Burton. But in order to do that, he had to place a capo on the 5th fret. So I'm not going to play it with the capo because this is a jam song. I'm going to play a minimum of 2 solos when I do this song, and a lot of times it's back to back. So I don't want to be restricted by the 5th fret. I want to, have my lower register. I might do on the first one and do that on the second one. So I got a bunch of solos that I do on this. But anyway, I'm going to show you how I play it. So the intro, let's start with the intro. It's going to be an A, and it would be 1, 2, 3. Okay, so it's on the 3 and. 1, 2, 3 and. I hit the open A, then the A, then the 5th fret, slide that up to the 7, and then catch the D at the 5th. Okay, 1, 2, 3. And I come up here to the 7th fret. I hit that twice, and then 2 ghost notes. Come to the 5th fret twice. 2 more ghost notes, then come down here to the 5th fret on the A string, pick it, bend it up a half step, pick it again, pick it one more time, release, and a ghost note. Come down to the 3rd fret, pick, half step bend, release to the open A. 1, 2, 3. If you're watching this on YouTube, I'm going to have on my website, countryguitarchops.com, I have a bunch of lessons. I'll have the tablature for this, and the jam track I just played, I'm going to have the full-length jam track at this speed and also at a slower speed, so you can practice along with it that way. Okay, so that was the intro lick itself. Now I'm going to show you 3 vamps. Now these are referred to as the Working Man vamps. I'll play it, and then there's a fill-in lick I play also, and then we'll tear it down. There's 1, 2, 3. So there was 3 variations, and then that fill-in lick. Here's the first one. I hit an open E, then the 3rd fret, hammer onto the 4th to my open A. Okay, the A's ringing. I come down here on strings 3 and 4, double stop with my fingers. That's at the 5th fret with a hammer on. Okay, so the E is muted. I've already muted that E with my hand. Now, with my palm here. Now I'm going to come down and I'm going to mute that A, the A string with my palm too. Well, let me get to that in a minute because we got another note to pick here, actually. No, right now is when I would. My hand comes down and I mute that A string. So now I'm going to be catching a dead note. There's that dead note. My ring finger comes up on fret 7, and I double stop strings 3 and 4 again. I come back to my pick, and I catch the A string, the muted A string, twice. It's kind of hard to do this slow. Okay. Again, double stop 5 with a hammer on, muted A, and the double stops again. I'll try to play this slow a few times so you can catch how we're doing it. Okay. All right, that's the first vamp. Here's the second vamp. Now the only difference in the second vamp is that at the end, I'm going to go, instead of, I'm going to go, okay? So it's going to sound like this. Oops, that was the first one. All right. Here's the third one. Now, again, I'm just going to change the ending of that. So I'm going to start by here at the 7th fret where we double stopped. We did the 2 dead notes on the A. 5th fret double stopped with the hammer on. Okay. Dead note. Come back and hit the 7th fret double stops again. Those 2 notes. And then the hammer on, the double stops with the hammer on. I'll try to do it slow. All right. So there's 3 variations of how to play that groove. All right. So then I did this little fill-in lick. So what I did was I came up here, 7, 9, 8, back to 9, 7, down here, and that's kind of a ghost note there on that D string. Back to the 7, slide down, just choke it, slightly bend it. All right. Okay, so now let's get into the solo itself. On the solo, I start here on the D string, 7th fret, slide that up. Quick slide to the 11. 9 on the G, 10 on the B. It's 11 to 12 on the B. Bend that up a full step. Okay, the next part of that phrase, G string, 9. Okay, that whole phrase. The next phrase, I'll sometimes slide. Again, 9, 11, 10, or pick it individually there. So however you want to do that. Okay, here's the next part. I'm going to take my ring finger and I'm going to catch the E string at the 11th. Okay, but that's an immediate slide. We're not gonna hold that. I don't want to hear that note. I'm just going to start there, slide up to the 17th fret. So we have then 14. Let that ring. Catch your B string at 17, G string at 16. Bend up a whole step. Take a finger, catch the B string again, and then the G again. So you want it to sound like this. Here I got those ringing. Now another thing you could do is double stop strings 1 and 2, so it would sound like this. I kind of like that sound too. For what we want to do from here, I'm not going to play that string anymore, so you could bring it up to help support this if you want. We got the pre-bent G string up here from the 16 to the 18. We're going to pick that with a pick, and then double stop strings 2 and 3 with our fingers. We play that 4 times. Each time we release the G string just a little bit. Okay? Oops, overbent that. Okay. All right. More in context there. On the 5th time, I'm going to do a double stop and bend the G string back to a full step up and release it again. And then come down here and bar strings 2 and 3 on fret 14 and do another double stop. All right. Then we're going to come up here to the D chord. For the D chord, I'm going to play strings 4, 3, and 2 in this shape. What I do is come here with middle finger, catch 15, slide that up to 16. Ring finger on 17, B string, and then on, oh, I'm sorry, that's a G string. On the B string, I'm on 15. Okay, now I'm going to tell you the picking pattern that I use. I'm going to count the strings. So it's 4, 3, 4, 3, 2. Okay? That's the first half. Here's the second half. 4, 3, 4, 3, 4, 2. Whole thing would sound like this. That's the first half. Here's the second half of that D lick. Open D. Then I'm going to take my index finger and ring finger and double stop 9 and 10. Slide it up a half step. Repeat that. Hit the open D again. Now I'm going to move my index or ring finger up to 12. Double stop that. Pull off, and this finger, my index finger, is barring the third string, okay? That's the sound I want. Okay, pick the D string again, double stop both of them with a hammer on that G string to the 11th. All right. That whole D phrase would sound. All right. That takes us back to our A. Now I'm going to show you two ways to play this. I'm going to show you the way I play it, and I believe this is the way that James Burton played it. It is just a signature sounding James Burton style lick. This is the way I play it. He phrased it a little bit different, but I think he kept that, I call it a dead thumb, that droning A string going on there. If you've seen any of his instructional videos or ever seen him play, you see that he uses that a swampy feel. He likes to play those swampy licks. So I'll show you how to play it without that droning A and then with the A in there. So what I did was I came off the E, 3, hammer onto 4, the A string again, open A. Okay? Now, I'm going to take my ring finger on the G string, start somewhere here around the 4th fret. Again, we're not going to emphasize that note, we're just sliding up to the 9th. Okay? My palm comes down and mutes those strings. So I got my ring finger on 9. Then I go to the B string, 8, 10, 8, back to 9. I move the finger down, catch 7, slide it up, catch 8 again, 9, slide it back, down to 7, slightly choke it. Now you'll notice I play that with, if you were watching my right hand, I wasn't even paying attention, but I'm sure I'm using more fingers than pick because the way I'm used to playing it is with just fingers because I'm using the pick to drone. Being a thumb picker, I would normally go thumb and then use a finger to catch that A with an upstroke. You know, with a thumb pick, every upstroke is done with a finger, not the pick. Okay, so when I was playing here with the flat pick, I was doing the same thing, using an upstroke either with my finger or with a pick. But I found if I do a downstroke with the pick on that A, I'm right there in the groove. It's easier than trying to come up and down. Okay, so what we'd want to do with the pick would be, all right. And then we play with our fingers. You can use one finger or two. You want to do that melody that we were playing before. That was a little rough. I'll try to play it slow. It's hard to play slow. Got to keep that. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now the lick itself is syncopated. The melody lick we're doing on top of that, it's syncopated. So your finger's going to move different. It's a little tough. I like that lick. Okay. So now we're going to go up to the E. I catch the open E, grab it anywhere down here and slide up. When I hit the 12th fret, I lay my index finger down. And immediately goes down because I'm going to bar strings 3 and 4, double stop, and play that lick. Okay, now remember, instead of doing the dead notes on the A string, now we got to do it, we got to skip a string. We're playing strings 6, 4, and 3. I still got those dead notes going on. I think that's what I actually played. All right. Then we go to a D. For the D, I'm going to play a D9. And the way I play this is I'm going to bar strings 5, 4, and 3 at the 9th fret. Okay? And then my middle finger catches the 10th fret of the D string. The reason I'm playing it this way, not this way, if I play it this way, I got to crank my wrist way over so my pinky clears these strings and don't mute them. So it's easier to bar them, catch it this way, and that way I don't mute the strings 3 and 4. Here's what I'm playing. The A string at 9th fret, I pick it, hammer on, double stop the strings underneath. Okay, we're going to do this 5 times, and it's syncopated. I'm going to do this a couple times where you can count it as I play it so you kind of get an idea of the syncopation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back to our A. What I did for the A, I hit an open A, and then I'm going to double stop 7 and 6 on 4 and 3. And my index finger is barring those because I'm going to pull off. Oops. I come down here to the 5th string, 7th fret, catch that. Double stop 3 and 4. Double stop them again, so we're going to double stop them here twice. Okay, did you catch that? Double stop again, hammer on. And then another dead note. So now I'm going into the ending lick. Before I do the ending lick, let me play this whole thing. I'll try to play it slow and as close to how I just played it. 1, 2, 3. Okay, was a little rough on that part right there, but I think you get the gist of it, the idea behind it. Okay, now let's go over the ending lick. Here on the 7th fret, slide that up to 11, to 9, and then 10. But when we hit 10, my index finger is going to come down here and I'm going to catch the 8th fret of the top E, and I double stop that. Pick down both strings and double stop up with the fingers. move it down a full step. So now I'm on 7 and 8. Pick, fingers. And then I'm going to reposition. I'm going to use my ring and pinky and bar strings 2 and 3 at the 7th fret. And again, pick down, bend those up. Now, the bend I'm looking for, if I bend these properly in perfect unison, and I say unison, if I keep the pitch, bend them at the same rate, my G string will go up a half step, my B string will go up I got that backwards. This is going to go up a whole step, this is going to go up a half step. All right? So that's the sound I'm looking for. So pick down, double stop up, pick down again, release. You can either do a ghost note there, or I think I actually catch an open G, and then double stop those two. That's at the 5th fret, and a slight choking them, bend a slight bend, ending it. Okay, now I also forgot, I do 2 ghost notes in there too. So it's down, pick, fingers, and then again, pick, fingers, with the pressure off so they're dead notes. Like I say, on that last one you can ghost note or open G. That sounds good too. I like that better. Again. I missed it. Okay, so there's kind of close to the way Burton played it, similar within his style. For the very last lick, I had to throw some Roy Nichols in there. So I threw a Roy Nichols lick on the very end. All right, here's what I did. G string, 4th fret. I bend that up a whole step or just below. Okay, and then stub it. And catch your D string here at the 5th fret. And when I'm playing an A7. That's the dominant 7th, typical Nichols lick. Ends on the 7th. All right. Okay, well that concludes this lesson. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, the tablature and the full-length jam track and a slow jam track will be on my website, countryguitarchops.com. And I also want to take a moment to throw in a cheap plug for one of my DVD lessons, available hard copy or download. It was either 2 or 3 years ago, I put a DVD together called Workin' Man Solo Ideas. And of course, my idea behind it was to teach you how to give you ideas how to come up with solos. I did 4 of them, and one of them was very similar to the one I just did. It was a James Burton style. I think I played a little different. Like for that D lick, I did something there. Well, I did 4 solos, so I'm not sure what I did where. But there again, you know, one was James Burton style, one was like Brent Mason, you know, fast triplet stuff, and of course down here in this register. And then I did a rockin' kind of one. And so forth and so forth. So if you like this and would like to expand on those ideas, because it is a great song to jam to. I mean, I always do at least 2 solos when I do it. You may want to check that out. So, all right, take care. I'll see you on the next lesson. Bye.